Hi, welcome to my video blog week number 6. As promised, I'm going to talk about the second poet who talks about sorrow and tears, and that is none other than Tulasidas. And it is an epic poem, Ramayana. And Tulsidas wrote Ramayana in Awadhi and Valmiki wrote it in Sanskrit. The storyline is the same, but the verses, the descriptions of the characters, the description of the emotions and situations differ from Valmiki's to Tulsidas. I find Tulsidas a little more emotional, in my opinion. And uh, the story of Ramayana, is, as you all know, is it's a story about Rama and Sita. Rama is the dutiful son of King Dasharatha. He has 3 brothers, and upon his stepmother's wishes, he goes into exile after he marries Sita, along with his brother Lakshmana, into the forest for 14 years. And during that exile, his wife Sita gets abducted by the demon king Ravana. And monkey god Hanuman reunites Rama and Sita after a battle between Ravana and Rama. And Rama, along with Vibhishana, Hanuman, Lakshmana, Sita, return back to Ayodhya to rule over it. This is the gist of the story. And the differences between Valmiki's and Tulsidas, I will give a little. It's not that I'm an authority on it. Okay, this is my personal opinion when I read it, when I've read these verses. In Valmiki's Ramayana, in one chapter where Sugriva brings the jewels that Sita drops while flying past Sugriva's cave, he brings it and he shows it to Rama. Sugriva is a monkey king. He brings it to Rama and he shows it. He says, she dropped these jewels and check if these are Sita's jewels. So in Valmiki's Ramayana, Valmiki explains it as when Rama sees the jewels, his eyes are misted, and he describes it as a moon, a mist-covered moon. And, he falls to the floor when he recognizes the jewels and reads and, wails like a serpent, reads, and hisses like a serpent and reads like a serpent in agony. And he calls Lakshman and asks Lakshman, see, these are auspicious jewelry of Sita. And Lakshmana says, I've never looked past her feet, so all I can recognize are her anklets here. This is how Valmiki explains it. Whereas in Tulasidas, he says when Rama sees the jewels, his eyes are covered by tears. So he calls Lakshmana and he says, I'm not able to make out this jewelry because of the tears. Can you tell me if these are Sita's jewels? So then Lakshmana says the same thing. He says, I've never looked past her feet. So all I recognize are her anklets here. So this is the little differences between Valmiki and Tulsidas. Okay. And today I'm going to talk a little about Sundarakand, few verses from Sundarakand. And Sundarakand is where Hanuman acts as a messenger in this chapter. He acts as a messenger between Sita and Rama. Hanuman comes in search of Sita, finds her sitting under a tree, and he gives Sita the ring that Rama gives and explains to Sita how Rama is feeling during this separation. So I think these verses explain the sorrow that both Sita and Rama are experiencing. So I'm going to read from English text, so I might make a few mistakes, so bear with me. कहेहु राम वियोग तव सीता मो कहु सकल भय विपरीता नवतरु किसलय मनहु कृष्णो कालनिस समनिसि ससि भानु. These were Rama's words. Separation from you, Sita, has turned my world upside down. The fresh and tender leaves upon the trees are like tongues of fire. The night appears as dreadful as the night of death, and the moon scorches like the sun. The next verse. Kubalaya bipina kumta banasarisa, barida tapata tela janu barisa, jehita rahe karata tei pira, uraga swasa sama tribida sama samira. Beds of lotuses are like forest of spears, and the rain clouds drop boiling oil. Those that were friendly before now add to my pain, and the winds, cool, gentle, and fragrant, are like the breath of a serpent. See, things that bring us joy when we are happy, the same things bring us pain when we are in sorrow. कहे हुते काच दुख गति हाई कही को यह जन न कोई तत्व प्रेम कर मम अरुतोरा जानत प्रिय एक मनु मोरा. One's agony is assuaged a little even by speaking of it. But to whom shall I tell it? No one can understand it. The essence of such love as yours and mine, beloved, is known to none but my own soul. So after Hanuman tells Sita all these, he burns Lanka, goes back to Rama and tells Rama, Rama, I found Sita. So Rama is saying, tell me how Sita is feeling. So Hanuman is telling Rama how Sita is feeling. Nama paharu divasa nisi dhyana tumara kapata. Lochana nija pada jamtrita jahi prana kehi bhata. So your name, said Hanuman, is the watchman who guards her by day and night. Her contemplation of you is the gate. Her eyes fixed on her feet are the fetters. Through what door then can her life flit away? So he's saying she can't even let go of her life because your name is the watchman there. Chalata mohi chudamani dinhi, Raghupati hridaya laya soyi linhi, Nata jugala lochana bhari bari, Bachana kahe kachu janaka kumari. When I was leaving her, she gave me the jewel from her hair. Raghunatha took it and clasped it to his heart. My lord, continued Hanuman, with her eyes overflowing with tears, Janaka's daughter has sent the following message. Anuja sameta gahehu prabhu charana, Deena bandhu pranata rati harana. Manakrama bachana charana anuragi, Kehi aparada natahu tyagi. So she's saying, clasp the feet of my lord and those of his brother and say, O befriender of the distressed and reliever of your suppliant's pain, I'm devoted to your feet in thought and word and deed. And for what offense, Lord, have you deserted me? So beautiful. And I think these two verses are the best. And every time I read it, it makes me emotional. And I hope you enjoy it. Avaguna eka mora me mana, bichurata pranana kinha payana, nata so nayanahi ko aparada, nisarata prana karahi hati bada. Of one offense I am myself conscious, that my life did not take flight the moment I was separated from you. But Lord, this is the fault of my eyes, which forcibly prevent my life from escaping. Biraha agini tanu tula samira, avasa jarai chana mahasarira, anayana sravahi jalu nija hita lagi, jarena pava deha birahagi. Bereavement is a fire, my body is a heap of cotton, and my sighs a gust of wind. Thus the fire aided by the wind can consume my body in a moment, but my eyes in their own interest rain such a flood of tears that the body fails to catch the fire of bereavement. Isn't it beautiful? So the eyes, because they want to see Rama for one last time, the tears keep pouring out and stops her body from catching fire. I think that's what it is. The tears are to soften our soul. That's what it is. So that's a relationship between tears and sorrow. And Hanuman ends it with, Sita kaye ati bipati bisala, binahi kahe bali deena dayala. O gracious Lord of the afflicted, Sita's misery is so overwhelmingly profound that it is better not to describe it. So these are some of the verses from Sundarakand. And I enjoyed them, and I hope you enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed reading out to them. And next week I will talk about poet number 3. And thank you for listening to me.